Dr. Charmaine Griffiths has been the Chief Executive of the British Heart Foundation since 2020. She's also President of the European Heart Network, Chair of the Cranfield Trust, and Board Member of the World Heart Federation. She is passionate about the power of research to save and improve lives. Dr. Griffiths, welcome. First of all, tell us a little bit about your role at the British Heart Foundation.
So it's my privilege to be Chief Executive at the British Heart Foundation, which is the most amazing organisation, having funded cardiovascular research for over 60 years and been at the forefront of discoveries that we take for granted today. And we've seen incredible progress over the BHF's history, but we have so much more to do. It really scares me to think that this week, 12 people under the age of 35 will lose their lives with no warning to sudden cardiac death. And that's something we're passionate about tackling as a British Heart Foundation.
What do you do to support those families affected by it and answer all the questions as well that they'll have?
So the most powerful thing we can do as a British Heart Foundation is to back research that is going to tell us what's going on for these families, what causes such devastation and what causes sudden cardiac death. And so we're funding incredible research that looks at what are the genetics underlying this, how it runs in families, and how's that connected to disturbances in the heart's rhythm. And it's only thanks to the generosity of the public that we can fund such critical research and give families hope and ultimately work to a future where this doesn't happen.
And in the meantime, to people, other people, if they see somebody who might be suffering from a cardiac issue, cardiac arrest, what can we do?
There's no doubt that the simplest thing we can all do to help someone if they're in a cardiac arrest is know CPR. And you never know when that's going to happen. So right now, I would urge anybody who doesn't feel confident about doing CPR just to go to the British Heart Foundation's website. There's a tool there called Reviver. It's free, it's quick. All you need is your mobile phone and a cushion, and you can learn how to do CPR yourself. And you just never know when you might need to be called upon to do it and help save a life or a loved one.
And what can people do to support families going through tragedies like these?
The most important thing that anybody can do to help support other families and stop others having to go through such a devastating loss is to back research, to donate to the British Heart Foundation so that we can urgently invest in research that we know needs to happen so we understand why sudden cardiac death happens and can develop ultimately ways of stopping it. That gives us the answers, it gives us the hope that we can make sure that no one loses a loved one too soon.
Dr. Charmaine Griffiths, thank you very much.
Thank you.